Now let's talk about cloud integration. In the Versa directory, you can create connectors for Azure, AWS, or other clouds, where you can provide the API credentials for access to the appropriate cloud platform. So then you can use it in the workflows when you're creating new devices. For example, you're creating a new device, let's give it some name. Name one, let's select organization, in this case Matthew, my organization, and let's specify that it's a publicly accessible device. So we gave it some name and assigned the template. Now, on the next page, we will specify what is the connector that we want to use, whether it's going to be the Azure or AWS or maybe some other account and so on. So when you specify the connector, it pulled information using their API, which region is available for me, for example, what are the instant types available in that specific region, which will be pulled in a second. Here's the instant types. Then you can specify what is going to be the VPC, what is going to be the image that you want to use, which was pre-uploaded to the AWS. Then it will ask what should be the pair of the keys used, the availability zone, and what are the existing networks exist on the AWS to attach the system to. Now let's talk about Versa Analytics. Versa Analytics is also multi-tenant like all other components of Versa Network, so you can see multiple tenants in the system. At the same time, you can view statistics for the last 30 days, 7 days, last day, or the custom range, which can include even 1 year and so on. Later on, you can also go to the site map where you can see the information about where all the sites are located on the world map. If they are communicating specifically within this period of the last day, it shows that there is a blue line between them, and you can zoom in and see what exactly the branch is located in that location. You can also see information about the alarms that was generated in the last day. Like by each of the branches, what was the reason for that alarm and so on. You can see information about the firewall rules, where you can see what was going where, or for example, you can see the charts about the top applications that were used in your networks, top SD-WAN or firewall rules that were used, top destinations, and so on and so forth. Information about the SSL decryption, SD-WAN, and so on and so forth, so it's all can be seen from this menu. In addition to this, you can go to the sites menu and you can see all of the sites and how are they behaving. If you want to know the details, more details about any of the sites, you can click on that site and you can see the availability, the usage. You can see whether this site was using the direct internet access or all the traffic was only over the SD-WAN. You can see information about how many users was behind this site, what are the top talkers, and when those users were active. You can see the applications that were used on that site the most, what was the SLA matrix, and so on. For troubleshooting purposes, you can always view the path between multiple branches. For example, we can see the path between branch 1 and the branch on the site 3. And you can see what was the usage of the traffic between those two branches over which of the links. You can see the SLA matrix, what was the delay on each of the paths. You can see information, what was the packet loss ratio between those two branches, if there was any. You can see the most common rules used and so on. In the security, you can also view the top used applications. You can see the top used websites by the category, and you can see the identity information, firewall information, and others. If you want to see the system statistics, for example, of each of your branches, you can go and view the statistics over the last day or month for this particular branch.